welcome back to another vlog. If you are new here, my name is Hazel. I am a Scottish fantasy romance author whose debut fantasy romance book is coming out on the 27th of May, which is so soon now. It's called A Fate Forged in Fire. All the links will be below, and I'm about to give you guys a very big rundown on what's been going on and like an update, etc. If you have been following this channel for a while, you will have seen that I went to the UK on a little bit of like a sell-in. So we were chatting to booksellers in London and in Edinburgh, and we did the influencer event, which was all super fun. So if you haven't watched that, then you need to go back a few videos and do so. But I noticed when I was editing that already some of the information that I was giving is slightly out of date and needs updating. So I mentioned the fact that we have a Goldsboro special edition, which is so exciting, and I feel so grateful and blessed that my debut got a special edition. It's already sold out. It went live. They only took 500 copies, which is a very limited print run. It sold out in 1 hour and 40 minutes. We sold 500 copies. Which is insane to me, because I remember talking to Dana when we were doing the sell-in in Edinburgh, and I was like, at that point I couldn't announce it publicly, but we were chatting about it, and I said to her, I was like, you know, I'm pretty confident that we could sell that out prior to publication. Like, I think that's okay. And then they went in less than 2 hours. And because there was such a demand, Goldsboro actually extended the print run. So they did 750 copies. So they added on 250. And those sold out within 12 hours. They sold out overnight. So if you're one of those wonderful people who purchased a special edition from Goldsboro, thank you. Because you have now given me, as an author and my book, selling power, which means that my publisher is sitting up, not like my team obviously are champions of the book, but like the bosses at the publisher are now taking note. Because again, publishing is a business. So if they're like, oh, people are interested in this book, let's like push out a bit more. So as things stand at the moment, that is the only special edition that we have. However, we do have signed copies going on. So where can you get your hands on a signed copy? You can get your hands on a signed copy from Goldsboro, not special edition, just the standard hardcover, but it will be signed because I'm going there anyway to sign all the special editions. So I will just sign some extra stock. And I'm going there prior to publication. So on publication, they will be ready to either, if you've pre-ordered, be sent to you, or if you want to go into store, they'll be there to pick up too. I'm also doing 500 signed copies for Forbidden Planet. So if you want to order from Forbidden Planet, you can get a signed copy there. Again, the standard hardback, which is going to be gorgeous anyway. Like it's a really nice hardback. And then my UK publisher at the time of me filming this is sending me some tip-ins. I think it's 500 again for various indie booksellers in and around London, which is again very exciting. And the more specific details will be, you know, in the description for that. Then we also, for the US people, the only place that you can get a signed edition in North America is going to be from Slow Burn Books in Canada. They are doing a wonderful pre-order campaign. Nicola and Shannon are incredible booksellers, incredible people. They set up their own small business. They're amazing. They're a romance bookstore based in Calgary. And I just signed 250 book plates for them. So if you want a signed edition, you can get it from them. Okay, book tour plans. Technically, my first author event isn't until the 24th of May. But me and Paul are taking 3 days prior in Dorset on like this in the south of England on the coast, just to decompress, be together, enjoy the time with our dog, go to the beach and have fun, and try not to stress out too much prior to publication. We're both really looking forward to it. We're coming over with the car because Paul is going to be chauffeur for the entire book tour, basically driving me up and down the country. So I'm going to be very, very grateful to him that I can just be passenger princess and chill out a little bit. So we're going to enjoy Dorset. On the 23rd of May, I have a launch dinner with my team in London, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's it feels like a long time coming, even though like for the publishing world, this is very fast. Like I got my deals just over a year ago and the book is publishing in 2 months. Like an 18-month from signing your deal to publication is pretty quick for the traditional publishing world. But it's going to be so lovely just to have the whole team there, everyone who's, you know, been championing this book. Then the next day I'm coming back into London because my first author event is Comic Con, which is insane. It's going to be really overwhelming. I'm on a panel, a romantasy panel. I still don't know who I'm on it with. Again, if I know, I'll put it up. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm not afraid of public speaking. I really enjoy talking about the book. I love meeting readers and chatting about all things Erisosha, but just fantasy romance in general. So I think it's going to be really, really fun. And I'm glad that it's not until later in the afternoon. The panel's at 4 o'clock. So I have like the whole of that day. I can come into Comic-Con whenever I want apparently and just like walk around. So I might do that from about lunchtime. And then they're doing like a small signing afterwards. Although if there are some like big names on the romantasy panel, I'm not entirely sure how many people are going to come to me. But if you're planning on going to MCM Comic Con on Saturday the 24th of May, you can always come see me. So the 26th of May, we have our first event at Book Lovers Bookshop in Edinburgh that is chaired by Dr. Jean Menzies. That event is already sold out. So if you're a Scot and you're wanting to attend an event, then Glasgow is going to be your best bet. So Waterstones Argyle Street is on the 27th of May. That is publication day, that is the Tuesday. That event is already more than halfway sold out. They do have room to expand if they need to. But if you want to be guaranteed a seat, I would say go and get your ticket now. After the Glasgow event, we are then going down to Leeds. So we're basically doing like a tour of the country. I feel like I'm not explaining this very well and what you guys are going to actually get in the vlogs. But on the way up, we're actually going to stop at the Lake District because obviously we need to find places to stop to like walk the dog anyway. So I'm like, well, why can't we just stop in really nice picturesque places? So multiple stops that we have are Stonehenge, the Downton Abbey Castle, Highclere Castle. We're going to stop there because that's on the way. And then we're stopping at Windermere. So you guys are going to see all of this on the vlogs. And the next day, the 29th of May, we have Simply Books in Stockport. I also believe I'm doing a signing at Paper and Word in Liverpool. So we might like look around Liverpool a little bit. So if anyone has recommendations of all these places, leave them in the comments. Simply Books on the 29th, and then we go down to Exeter for the 30th of May for Waterstones again, and that is going to be the last event. So all tickets are available, link in the description, and I want to see you guys there because now I have like the author fear that we're putting on all of these events and no one's gonna come. Anyway, rambling over, I'm going to do a little bit of work. I'll tell you a bit about my quote-unquote author process. I actually have a podcast interview tonight. I might film some of that for you guys too. I usually take notes on my phone whenever I'm like out and about and I get inspiration for the series. Maybe it's like a piece of dialogue will come into my head or something about a character or a plot point or a scene. You know, it could be from watching TV or seeing something outside or someone's mentioned a story from their past or whatever. And I'll think, oh, that could be like something. But so I right now have so much crammed into that notes app and I need to transfer it all to my laptop or I'm going to lose it and I'm not going to use it. So that's what I am going to do right now. So it's a little bit later on now and I am about to have my podcast interview with the Writers Inc. pod. I have my microphone set up here, we're ready. I don't know when this episode is going out. If it's already out by the time this vlog goes out, I'll obviously link to the episode below. But I'll link to their like podcast anyway in case you want to check it out for other authors that they've had on. To chat about like the writing process. If you're a budding author, it might help you out. I might record some clips of the interview and just include them here. Not that I think I'm going to be saying anything super profound, but if you're interested in what I have to say, I'll make sure you guys can find it somewhere. So I went to university for psychology, so I have my Bachelor of Science, actually. Oh, of course. No, I'm super open about it. Like, I have never found a community that has been more supportive and encouraging as the fan fiction community, both fic writers and readers. And I think I went through a period of about, 4 years ago where I really started writing again, and I started writing a lot of fan fictions. I wrote House of the Dragon fan fiction, so it kind of coincided with that first series coming out. And my writing just exploded. I hadn't written that much in years, and I completely attribute it to not only getting a lot of inspiration, obviously, from such a fantastic fantasy series, but the encouragement from readers. When we submitted, it was 140, I think. It is romantasy, but there's a big world. There's a lot of world building that's needed. We took a lot of it out. Publishing, I'm preaching to the choir here, but it's a business at the end of the day. I'm a debut, they wanted the book to be smaller. So yeah, like first round of edits, I think we got it down to like 130,000, and then now it's finished at 115. They wanted 100, and I was like, no way. There's no way that can happen. But we took out enough of the world building that it can go into subsequent books, and readers can learn about the world as they go along. Everything that they need to know for book one is in book one. These 250 book plates are for Slow Burn Books in Canada. They're an incredible indie romance bookseller. Shannon and Nicola are the owners, and I've known them for a little while, and I'm so glad that they are going to get book plates. They fought really hard to get them.
Will this just be in the front of the book then, just loose?
No, I don't think so. I think they stick it to the front page.
Oh, he's such a good boy. I love you.
So yeah, we're gonna sit here. We're watching. You never do that. Why are you doing that?
What did you do?
You licked my lips.
No.
Oh, it's okay. I love you. I love you so much. Oh.
You are in the background of this, by the way, just so you know.
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna do a bit of a time lapse for this. I don't know how long do you think it's gonna take me to sign 250?
10 minutes.
I think it's gonna take me an hour.
An hour.
All right, guys, pray for my wrist. Let's go. Book plates are all signed. That took way less time than I thought. That took pretty much exactly 30 minutes. So it's good to know that I can do 250 in 30 minutes, because now, like the Goldsboro and Forbidden Planet signings, it should only take about an hour for each one. But yeah, this is very exciting. This is like a big author moment, signing my first book plates. So thanks for being with me. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of April today. I am a little bit tired already. I'm home. I've already been out to the gym. I walked the dog at 6 a.m, was in the gym at 7, went for a swim, have washed my hair, have curled my hair, and now I've sat down with a coffee and it is 9:45. Yes, that is insanely productive. Yes, I will probably have an afternoon nap, but there is method to my madness. So usually on Wednesdays I stay at the gym and work, because otherwise, you're about to see why, otherwise this happens. What you doing? What you doing, little one? Most of the time if I'm home, I work from upstairs, but this morning I have a delivery of tip-ins coming from the UK, and the delivery time is between 9:15 and 11:15. And I do not want to miss it, because the turnaround time, hello, yes darling, yes darling, yes. The turnaround time for me getting these tip-ins back, they've given me a week. I'll send them back tomorrow, I'll sign them all today. Because we're very close to publication. It's now April. Publication is next month, the end of next month, but it's next month, which is insane. Yeah, you go back and do your thing. Yeah, good boy. So yeah, I am downstairs for the next couple of hours to make sure I don't miss this delivery, and obviously I had to be home for it, so I couldn't stay and work at the gym. But I'm just responding to some emails at the moment, and I'll try and get a little bit of work done. I'm currently drafting Duology 2, Book 2, Duology 2, just to keep myself busy more than anything else. But there's a lot going on. Obviously, I already gave you guys the update, so I don't want to waffle for too long, but you're going to see the difference between book plates and tip-ins now. Tip-ins are like the whole first page, so it's like a sheet of paper instead of like a little sticker. So yeah, I'm excited. Those 500 copies, if I know what stores they're going to, or if I have links by the time this goes up, obviously I'll put them in the description. Right now, the only link I have for signed copies is Goldsboro, the standard edition, not special edition. I know that these 500 are for indie stores. So we have 500 for Forbidden Planet, which I'm going to sign when I go to London. And then these 500 are other indie stores, but I don't know which ones yet. So yeah, that's going to be my task for today. So I'm just waiting for the delivery and catching up on some emails at the moment. Tip-ins. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. Thank you out.
I should be fair.
Back here, off the dog. Whiskey, back up. Good boy. Can you back up, please? We have tip-ins. Tis open. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's actual. Oh my god. It's the actual, like, guys, it's the actual book page. This is crazy. Well, here we are. A box full of paper. All of this needs to be signed. Okay, this is actually really helpful. I've been given like this whole document explaining exactly what to do. I needed this for the US book plates. This is very helpful. And they've included like a little mock-up on like what the page is going to look like, because obviously in printing it's going to be cut down, so it's not actually going to be the full size. So they've said sign the center. So I think I'm going to sign here. Okay, this is the amount of tip-ins that I have to sign. It is currently 1:10. We're going to see how long it takes. I've adapted my signature a little bit. So when I was doing the book plates and when I was at the influencer event, I was just signing with my first name. But I really wanted to find a signature that was my full name. But Hazel McBride is not ergonomic to sign. So I've come up with this. And yes, I did practice it. So it's HMB, which are my initials. Which I think works really well, and it actually looks similar to like my first name sign, so I can decide whether I go between just signing the first name or signing my initials. So I'm calling with my mum, who's currently in Disneyland Paris.
Yes,
She's booked herself in for lunch at Walt's restaurant on Main Street. She is there with friends, but they're in Paris today, so she's by herself. So I'm just keeping her company. Keeping her company while I get all of these signed. Do you want to say hi to the vlog? Oh, you're gonna show me your fridge. That's a lovely close up of your t-shirt that I'm getting. Oh, that's so cute, actually. I actually really like that. That's really sweet. It's with Steamboat Willie on the side of my new side. Okay, we are done with signing. They are all done. It is 23 minutes past 2. I think that is actually all right. My pen just about ran out at the end, but yeah, I'm pleased with that. All done. So there they are. They are now all signed with my signature there, ready to be sent off tomorrow. But I think I'm going to get out maybe in the garden for a little bit. It is really nice weather. It's very windy, but our garden's a little bit of a sun trap. Please ignore all of this. We got a new sofa bed. We're still waiting to take all this to the dump. But what do you think? Do you wanna go in the garden? Yeah. It's a happy border collie. Look at this. So I forgot that Paul actually has my car tomorrow because his car is going in to the garage. So I just came quickly and posted the tip-ins back. So hopefully that's all okay. So that now means that 250 book plates have been posted back to Canada, and then 500 tip-ins have been posted to the UK. And I need to sign 750 copies at Goldsboro and then 500 copies for Forbidden Planet on the 23rd of May. So my hand is going to be hurting. Although my wrist actually is okay. My shoulder was hurting a little bit after that. It took me about an hour and a half to sign 550 because I think they send some extras just in case you mess up. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed catching up with me. I feel like I've been chatting a lot in this vlog, but maybe I'll be doing something interesting between now and the upload. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday the 4th of April today. I didn't film anything yesterday because the last clips you saw were me posting away the tip-ins, and unfortunately later on that night Whiskey had a seizure. If you haven't been following on Instagram as well, you might not know, but on the 2nd of January Whiskey had his first ever seizure. It was a really big one. It lasted a very long time. He wasn't breathing, like it was pretty bad. But all of the vets, and myself included, all thought that it was due to fireworks stress because the Netherlands go crazy with their fireworks. Like literally, my best friend is married to a man who is in the military who has been to Afghanistan, and he says that the Netherlands on New Year is worse than war. So we all thought it was that, and we're hoping it would be an isolated incident. Now we know that's not the case. So yeah, it wasn't great. Obviously, it's not nice to see your dog like that. So neither me or Paul got much sleep that night. Classic Whiskey slept fine. He is acting okay now. Like literally like 15 minutes after the seizure, he was asking to play. Took him to the vet yesterday. They've taken blood. I'm waiting on those results today. And then we're going to see if we're putting him on medication. If he has a third seizure, he will most likely be diagnosed with epilepsy, and we'll start with epilepsy meds. And until then, we're doing a gluten elimination diet in case it is a gluten allergy. We already feed him Edgar Cooper kibble and then like meat and veggies and stuff anyway, so he doesn't really get a lot of grain. But there are some other indications that it might be a gluten allergy. So yeah, we're just doing everything that we can for him, but it does make me a bit nervous for bringing him over on the book tour. I was already nervous anyway because I know that like tiredness can be a trigger and overstimulation and stuff, and he's not a city dog, like he's a country dog. And I just worry about, you know, the long drives and stuff, but you know, we need to live our lives. He needs to live his life too. And he does really enjoy like traveling with us. He travels really well in the car. And he's going to be out, you know, we're going to be walking in lovely places. I've booked lots of dog-friendly Airbnbs that are not in the city centre. They're all close to like the countryside or on the outskirts. So I hope he'll be fine. But yeah, my baby. I'm sitting in the spare room at the moment. I mentioned as well that we got a new sofa bed, so let me show you. So this is what the room is currently looking like. My tip for people is if you have a spare room, you don't have kids, put a sofa bed in, because if there's a bed here, we don't use this space at all, but with the sofa, we basically use it as like a second sitting room and a washing line. Oh, I actually need to hang up the laundry. But it's really nice weather today, so I am going to get out in the garden. I spent some time yesterday because I was anxious about my dog. I cleaned the whole house and then I cleaned the garden, organised the shed, and basically got everything ready for like spring, summer. So I'm going to sit in the garden, read my book, and the dog's going to enjoy being in the garden too. So that's the plan for today. So yesterday I managed to tidy up the garden a bit. I washed all of the slabs, got the garden furniture out of the shed and the little sunshade out of the shed as well. And I also set up my new reading chair, which I purchased a couple of weeks ago, and somewhat tidied the cardboard. We are taking all of this to the dump tomorrow, so this will thankfully be gone soon. But I think this one maybe wants to play with the ball. Do you want... We can play a little bit, but you're supposed to still be recovering, okay? It's not too much. Honestly, try telling a border collie that he needs to chill out because he's acting like nothing happened. Wait. Lie down. Come back. Lie down. Walk on. Stop. Lie down. Up. Back up. Wait. Hello everyone, it is Saturday the 5th of April and I think this is going to be the last day that is going in this vlog. Paul and I have had quite a productive Saturday. He has went to the dump with all of the cardboard that was in the garden. I did like all the groceries and stuff and did some of the housework and then sat in the sun for a little bit because it's been a really nice day. But we are actually heading out to one of my favourite restaurants in the area, Ishi in Catsoval, to celebrate the Goldsboro special edition selling out and also to celebrate something else with regards to the book that is top secret and confidential and I can't talk about yet. I'm really sorry. But when I can, it's going to be very exciting. So we're going out to celebrate that. We don't actually go out for dinner very much. Most of the restaurants that we've found that we like here are so expensive. That's not me, like I'm not being like a snob or anything like that, and like I don't know, just compared to the UK, like we cannot dine out here like having a main course. I don't even drink alcohol for less than €100 for the two of us. It's insane, and I'm not exaggerating, and I'm sure I'll probably get Dutch people commenting being like, you're just going to the wrong places. Maybe we are. If you have recommendations of good restaurants in Tilburg, please let me know because I would love to find somewhere that me and my husband could go for dinner a little bit more regularly because we do like going out for dinner. We just do it so infrequently because it's so bloody expensive. So I'm gonna put you down and show you my outfit. So this is what I'm wearing. It's just my trusty H&M trousers. And this is also a little kind of, what would you call this? I don't know. It's like a stretchy fabric. This is also from H&M, and I'm debating either wearing my black Uggs or my heels. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be too warm for Uggs. Like I think it's like 18 degrees at the moment, But we are going to be inside. But I also can't drive in the heels, so I'm not entirely sure what to wear. We need to actually drop Paul's car off at the garage on the way because he has a screw in his tyre. And his car was just at the garage 2 days ago to fix something with the wing mirror. So yeah, we're going to go to that and then we're going to go and have dinner. So did you have a nice dinner, darling?
Yes, it was very nice.
It was actually very nice, and as I was saying before this, the total was 101 euros, which for what we got I think was okay. I was talking about how it's really expensive to eat out in this
Oh, I
country.
was about to say, did you already say it? Was that-
Yeah, like I feel like whenever we go out to eat it's always around 100 euros no matter where we go. But it was good food,
It was good food.
good service, good setting.
Small portions.
Yeah, the sushi portions were relatively small, but I would say it's worth the money for like the quality of what you're getting.
Yeah, it's
For
nice
sure.
food.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would pay that for what we got. You would pay that much even if it was like takeout sushi, and at least like this sushi I think is better quality. So I would recommend that restaurant for sure. And the cocktail I had was really nice. I had a mojito, Paul had a beer. So yeah, it was nice to just get out and have a little celebration. But I am going to end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much if you have made it to the end. Let me know in the comments if you're planning on attending any of the events or if you've snagged any pre-orders. Let me know. I'll make sure to look out for you guys. And I will see you all the next time I make a video. Bye!